I gained over 40k followers on Twitter, but at the start I really struggled to grow. So in this video I'm going to explain what I would do if I were to start over from zero to grow extremely fast on Twitter. So there are 3 simple steps that we're going to talk about in this video that will guarantee that you'll grow. And the first one is a concept that I call artistic alchemy. Artistic alchemy is basically taking from multiple sources that you like and then combining it with your own story, your own personality and your own ideas, and then turning that into something new. And in order to do this, we need to start by picking 5 to 10 creators that you like. So in my case, these are the creators that I really like. There are more, but these are some of the ones that I like the best. And I want you to do this as well. Make a list of 5 to 10 creators that you aspire to be like. So whose content you really like, because you need this for the next step. And for the next step, we're going to take a look at their tweets and we're going to look for outlier content. So these are the tweets that get at least 2 times the engagement of the other tweets, and ideally 5 or even 10 times as much. And then we're going to save these tweets so that we can turn them into something new later on. So let me show you what this process looks like. So for this example, we're going to look at one of the creators that I mentioned, and this is Denko. So we're going to scroll through his content and we're going to look for outlier tweets. So as we can see, he gets 900 likes, then 1400, 400, and then here 3k. So if this tweet resonates with you, then you can click on it, open it in a new browser, and then save it. So this is what it can look like. We take the link of it, and then we go to a website called Notion. It's notion.so, and in Notion, you can create a new folder in which you can save the tweets. So let's say I want to create a new folder for specifically Denko. I'm going to type in page, and then I'm going to call it Denko. And now I can paste the link in here, and the cool thing is that you can click on embed tweets. And when you do that, you instantly get a tweet here. So you can see how this is really powerful if you have a lot of tweets, because you can just scroll through it instead of having to click on every link to open all of them in new tabs. It gets really messy like that, so it's very useful to be able to save tweets like this. So then we go to the next one, we close this one. Let's see, yeah, this is almost 4k, so we can save that one as well. Assuming you like them, right? I'm not going to read all of them, but just showing you the process of finding high performing tweets and then saving them here. And then here another one. So I think you get the process, right? You can just go through their tweets, look at the high performing ones, and then see if it's an idea that you like. And if you like the idea, then you save the tweets and you put it in a folder so that you can look at it later. One more thing is that you can also use a tool called Twamex, but it costs money. So if you don't want that, then that's fine. But there's one other way in which you can easily see the highest performing tweets of all time from this creator. There are actually 2 more ways. You can also do it with Twitter Advanced Search, but there's a simpler way. You can take this link from his profile, and then you can open an incognito tab and then you can go there to his profile. And as you can see right now, it instantly filters the tweets with the highest likes at the top. So you can literally go through all of his best performing tweets. And if you see something that you like, then you can open it just like we did before. And you can save the link. Let's close this again. And then you can go to the folder and paste it in. So the process is pretty clear, right? I want you to do this for 5 to 10 creators and take like 10 to 20 tweets from all of them. If you do this, then you have like 100 or even 200 good tweets that you can draw inspiration from. Then I want you to turn it into something new. So I don't want you to copy the tweets. You just use it as inspiration and you use it to validate high performing content ideas that also resonate with you. So let me show you an example of how you can turn this into something new. So I took this one as an example because this was a tweet that I really liked and it also did extremely well for them. So as you can see, the idea here is that you tell people about your goals and that releases dopamine, and that's not a good thing. So that's the idea that I took from this, and then I wrote about it in my own unique voice. So when you read these 2 posts, the idea is different. So it isn't obvious that this comes from this because it's an entirely different tweet, but it's inspired by this. And this is the way in which you can create high performing content while still making it original. Because you don't copy a tweet, but you take an idea that you're inspired by, and then you write about it in your own unique way. Every idea has already been written about, so you might as well look for high performing ones and then write about it in a unique way. In that way, you validate the demand for it, while also turning it into something new that actually adds value to people. So this is the process in which you can find high performing content and turn it into something new. At the start, I would recommend taking this as your content schedule, just doing 3 posts per day. It doesn't need to be these times, but this is something that you can do. So this takes care of the content part, but there's more that you need, and that brings us to the second step. And for this, I'm going to give you a simple comment system. The reason you need a comment system is because your tweets won't get a lot of impressions at the start. So you need to force people to look at your content, and the way you do this is by leaving a lot of quality comments. Because if you leave a quality comment, then people will like it and they'll click on your profile, and then they'll look at your profile and your recent tweets. and if they like that, then they might hit the follow button. So this is how you get the ball rolling at the start, and that's why it's really important to leave like 50 or even 100 comments per day at the start. The more you do, the better, but it's really boring. So pick something that you can commit to consistently. For the comments, we're going to make a list of 100 people. I want you to make a list with 20% big creators and 80% small creators. The big creators are probably people that you know, and you can find these small creators by looking at our comment section and then clicking on the creators that you like and adding them to your list. So when you've made the list, I want you to go to pro.x or pro.twitter.com, and I want you to add the list to this so that you can leave your comments in an efficient way. Because here you can filter out the replies and the reposts and the quote tweets. So this makes it a lot more efficient. You can also make it chronological. If you want help with this, then check out the X growth system in the description. It also explains exactly what comments you can leave to get the most clicks on your profile and the most followers. So when you've installed this comment system, it's time to move on to the third step, and this is your creator CV. Your profile is what I call your creator CV, because it's basically what determines whether people become followers or customers. So there are 8 different things that you need to optimize in your profile. The first thing is obviously your profile itself. This really needs to look professional and it needs to look clean and clear. Because if people see your comments or your tweets, they instantly see your profile picture. And if that doesn't look good, then a lot of people won't actually click on your profile and you won't gain a lot of followers. So that's why it's really important to have a good profile picture. Again, in this case, I would just look at what profile you like from someone else and then turn it in your own unique version. I like the profile picture from Andrew Huberman, so I turned it into something similar. The next one is your banner. So this simply needs to look clean and clear. It doesn't need to be extremely complicated. Just make something that fits your brand, or that shows something that you're working on. Then we have your name and your handle. Ideally, these are your real name, your brand name, or a shortened version of your name. Then we have the blue tick. Blue ticks are important because they allow you to write long forms, they boost your comments, and they make it look like you're more professional. It's like dressing well. If you're going in for an interview, you don't need to dress well, but it definitely helps. And the blue tick is the same. It just shows that you're serious about it. Then we have your bio. Your bio needs to show what you're working on, what people can expect from you, and how you can help them. And ideally also a website so that they can get more from you. Then we have the follower to following ratio. So you need to have more followers than following, because otherwise it kind of looks like you're a follow account. And we don't want that. So try to keep this lower than this. At the start you might not be able to do this, but as you grow, make sure it is. And then we have your pinned post. So in your pinned post, you can basically promote something, or you can show your expertise with something, or you can connect with your audience. There are a lot of different ways to do it, but make sure your pinned post is one of your best posts. And if you want more info on all of this, then you can check out this free ebook in the description. It's over 40 pages on how to grow and monetize your X account. And if you want all of my best systems and strategies, you can check out the X growth system. So this is how you grow extremely fast from 0 followers, but this is not enough to make money. So check out this video next. It explains all of the best strategies that I used to make over 100k on Twitter last year.